Hi everyone and welcome to part 1 of our DFDS mini cruise series by Travel with the Dans.
Hi everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Travel with the Dans. I'm just packed up here in my hotel room here in the Travelodge in Newcastle. Make sure that you check out that video if you haven't seen last week's episode. It's a good one. I had a really good night's stay for just £24.99. Anyway, it's cruise time, or mini cruise should I say. Cruise? Mini cruise? What am I on about? You're coming with me for the journey. It's DFDS mini cruise through to Amsterdam. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Of course, the hardest work in the hotel was of course the robotic Hoover. The Travelodge is centrally located in an ideal base, ready for a pre-night cruise stay before your cruise.
So folks, back here in Newcastle, I was here with Dan when we did our first cruise vlog with Ambassador Cruise Line, so make sure that you check out that link just below. But the architecture of this city is really interesting, especially down by the dockside, so quite interesting. It's about 15 minutes walk from my hotel through to Newcastle train station, and the shuttle bus goes from just near. Okay, not far to go. Just at the Cathedral Square. Okay guys, so just got a few supplies from Sainsbury's. There's a Sainsbury's in the train station, Greggs and everything nearby, so you can get all ready. I've got my ticket ready to go and get on the bus, and that goes from nearby. Let's go and get the bus.
A shuttle bus is provided daily by DFDS, operated by Go Northern, and tickets can be purchased in advance. It can get very busy, and in the UK the bus doesn't offer an ideal situation for your luggage requirements. At the time of my travelling, once the bus was full, another bus was put on. The bus ran pretty much direct and took around 30 minutes direct to the cruise terminal. Newcastle's cruise terminal is served by DFDS, as well as Ambassador Cruise Lines and Fred Olsen. As well as others, it was also served by Marella Cruise Lines during the COVID era.
This bus will terminate at the next stop. When leaving us here, please make sure you have all of your luggage and personal belongings with you. Thank you for travelling with Go Northeast, and we hope to welcome you on board again shortly.
Make sure you join me for part 2, where I will tell you the full price I paid for this mini cruise.
Okay guys, so just arrived at the terminal, and just going to pop to the toilet and then join this big queue to go and check in, and then security onto the boat.
Check-in didn't actually take too long, and certain people was chosen at random to have a bag search. You aren't allowed to take your own alcohol on board.
Okay, so security a lot quicker than what I thought it'd be. All done. Time to go get in the boat. Okay. It's that jet bridge moment. Time to board our cruise. Well, it's not a cruise, it's a mini cruise, but is it really a cruise? You're going to find. Okay, so welcome on board King Seaways, or it used to be called the Val d'Or. Hello. Oh. All aboard. So just up now on deck number 10. Most of the stuff's on deck 9 and 10, I think. I haven't even looked yet. I'm going to find that. My cabin's on deck 9 now. And then this is the international terminal, the same terminal that Ambassador used. When I was on my Ambassador cruise, we was just docked just there. Hello, little seagull. Okay guys, all aboard. So the bridge there is where the Capitan's going to be doing the driving of the boat. Now I was on this boat, and it was a Val d'Or when I was just a little kid with my dad. I can't believe I did the 24-hour crossing from Plymouth to Santander, but all very settled in, and it's going to have a little bit of a wander. Okay. Wow. This is small. This is small, but it'll do. I'm here. And I've got to say, the crew have been so friendly in welcoming me on board. It's even better than Cunard, I think. You know, if they had the bellboy outfits, it'd be Cunard. So well done DFDS. Fantastic crew welcome. It's going to do me for the night. I've paid a bargain price. Make sure you're with me to find out what the price is. So I'm here in my cabin, cabin 912 on deck number 9. Okay, so welcome to my cabin, folks, cabin 912. Here is my single bed. This is a cabin for 2 people, so it'd be a bunk bed. Deck 9, little sofa, so you can see just where I've put all my stuff. You have a mirror, hello, there's me, some sockets, you have 2 DFDS branded hangers, your little ladder. There's not much lighting in here, considering it's inside, it's quite dimly lit, and that is your air conditioning. Now if you look, that's your control. Hot, cold, it's as easy as that. Little reading light there, 1 towel, just 1 towel. Towel's still warm, and 1 pillow. There will be an extra pillow in there, I'm sure, as well. And then my bathroom. So we have mysterious soap. So I've bought my own. Plenty of loo roll. On those clingy shower curtains. Oh, better go in this one. And then we have luxury hair and body wash. So it's like a wet room, but the bathroom's actually quite big, really. Bigger than what I was expecting. Right then guys, so I am checked in. Unlike on a cruise, I've had to carry my own case because remember, really, I'm still on a ferry. So whatever luggage you're bringing on, you've got to bring that yourself. You go along the gangway and then straight in. The staff always on hand to direct you up to your cabin, so super helpful. It's been really easy. I'm in travelling nice and light. So unlike with a cruise, I haven't had to check in my luggage or anything like that, and I haven't got to wait for it to arrive at my room. Just carry on my hand luggage, bring it straight to the cabin. That is me settled in. I'm not going to unpack straight away because we'll be setting sail soon, so I'm going to go and have a little wander around the ship before I come and unpack later on. Dinner is at 7:15 on ship time. Ship time is 1 hour ahead of UK time, so important.
From March, an additional outside bar is open, which also doubles up as a smoking area.
Basically, what is a pool deck? But no pool.
I enjoyed my drink whilst watching the complicated manoeuvre of the cargo being loaded.
Well guys, we are off, flying under the Danish flag.
Always be followed by an announcement over the loudspeaker. Assembly stations are located on decks 9 and 10 and the way to the nearest exit is marked with green luminous arrows. Crew members wearing yellow vests will assist you. In a critical situation, it is important to listen to the announcement and to remain calm. The crew will be dressed in yellow vests marked crew.
Announcements on board are made in English, Dutch and German. We made our way down the River Tyne and out towards the North Sea as we make our way along this roughly 14-hour crossing towards Amsterdam.
Newcastle, next stop, Amsterdam, whatever you call it, somewhere near Amsterdam.
Once out of the time, the ship's engines were fired up and I made use of the maritime map to keep track of where we was. The Wi-Fi on board was reasonably priced and I signed up to it and kept up to date with where we was and what we was doing.
Okay guys, one thing you've got to do is come and check out this observation deck. Look at this. This is just surreal, absolutely amazing.
Don't believe anyone checkers and chess.
Cheers, everybody. Fantastic first couple of hours on board King Seaways, just listening to the busker there. Also it's nice to have a nice pint of IPA. Anyway, it's time to get out of this and time to go get ready for dinner. Tonight I'm dining in the buffet. So good evening everybody, I am dressed to impress. No dress code, there's no nothing, it's a bloody ferry. It's time for dinner, so off I go. Going to see what it's all. I'm going to the World Buffet, so we'll see what dinner's all about. But freshen myself up. So far, so good. So come with me. Let's go and see what dinner's about. Okay, guys. So starting with glass carver. The only way I know how to start a meal. Cheers, everybody. And then some sushi from my start. All clear labelled. Whether it's meat or not. We've got the mussels, the prawns, the noodles. We've got like an Asian station, so some naan bread, mushy peas. Got different mushy peas to what I've ever seen before.
The food was really good quality with everything clearly labelled and dietary requirements catered for. A wide selection of drinks was served at your table.
Okay, so back in my room, dinner was exceptional. The choice was just very good. Everything I've eaten I've enjoyed. I just got too full. So for my main I just had potatoes and mushroom sauce, but it was very nice. Nice creamy potatoes. I can't fault any of the food. It really has been very good. The service by the waiters, so you can get drinks served to your table. Fantastic, of course. You're going to get drinks served to your table because it means extra money. Why do the likes of like P&O not get this, that serve drinks to people in the buffet? You'll make money. But well done. And my waiter was fantastic tonight, told me the recommendations on where to go on the ship. If I want to go and do some karaoke, what entertainment's on. Really good. But I've chosen to be boring. Go to the coffee shop. So hang on. How much? €4.25 for a coffee. And of course, being all correct, it does say in the literature that you can't bring your own kettle on board, so I can't make a brew, and there's no kettle in the room, so I'm at the mercy of a Starbucks coffee. But it's good. So an after dinner coffee. I've thoroughly enjoyed my evening so far. Let's go and see what else we've got in store for us this evening on King Seaways. Okay guys, so after my coffee I am on deck 9 where my cabin is located. It's located midship just down there. I don't know if you can hear it, but karaoke bar's just down there. So you've got the Navigators bar, you've got the Columbus nightclub, and you've also got the karaoke bar. So 3 different venues where you can go and get entertainment tonight, as well as, if you wanted, have a night at the cinema. So there's lots going on the ship. Yes! Okay, so on deck 8 you can go and listen to your resident busker. It's very good. And deck 8 is also where you'll find The North Sea Bistro.
The North Sea Bistro is a fine dining option on board the King Seaways. I chose to make my way to listen to the busker for a few songs or two.
Okay, welcome to Compass Bar. Vloggies on tour.
Both the resident band and the busker offered a great selection of cover songs throughout the night, offering entertainment to pass the night away.
Okay, so finishing up in the karaoke bar. No karaoke. So it's a beautiful evening. Just in the background is Toll Mount oil platform. No, it's not very clear, but there we go. Look at that. Toll Mount oil platform just over there in the background. Or gas maybe, don't know. It's a lovely evening. Well, back in the cabin now, that is me well and truly done. It's 11 o'clock ship time, or 10 o'clock UK time. Really nice just to have a look at what's going on outside. The North Sea is always very busy. And there's certainly a lot going on out there. The band tonight I thought been really good. Entertainment, lots to do really on this right about 14-hour crossing. Dinner's been fantastic. Crew have been fantastic. So let's see if I can settle in and have a good night's sleep. The only thing I'm missing really is a kettle, so I can make myself a cup of tea. I'd love to be able to have a cup of tea. But I brought just a bottle of Pepsi Max with me, so I've got that with me. But I've got gonna jump in the shower, get myself into my pyjamas, and then just watch some stuff on my phone that I've downloaded, and then settle in for the night, and then hopefully we continue a very, very smooth sailing. It's like an ice sheet outside. It's been so smooth on board the King Seaways. So I'll speak to you once I've freshened up in the shower. Okay, so that's me ready for the night, ready to jump into my bed. I don't know if you can hear that noise, but that's the air conditioning, but it's not very powerful, so I don't know how that's going to be. And that's your air conditioning unit, and that's the control for it, but it's quite noisy indeed, but it's quite warm in here, so hopefully I can get a good night's sleep. Well, after a fantastic shower, that is all from me tonight, so it's time to jump into bed. Fittingly, I'm going to watch some new Amsterdam that I've downloaded and settle in for the night. But from me on King Seaways, good night. Mwah. Well, good morning folks, I'm in bed. I've slept, initially struggled to get to sleep, I think just different surroundings and that, but wanted to get to sleep. Bed's very comfy and slept very well. Well, it's a new day. We're just off the coast of the Netherlands, so it's time to get dressed, start the day right with some coffee and breakfast, and head to the Explorer's Kitchen, I think, again, breakfast. So let's get ready. Cold and damp out here to start the day off, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Let's go get some breakfast. Good stuff. Good coffee. Looks a good spread, like the European style bacon and sausage. Good vegetarian options, so gonna have a look at breakfast after the first coffee.
Coming soon to the channel, I also take a mini cruise with Brittany Ferries, and I can assure you that the breakfast is nowhere near as good as DFDS. I'll be travelling on the Pont-Aven, which the Val d'Or, or DFDS King Seaways, replaced. There was a great selection of European breakfast as well as British selections. Everything was all clearly labelled, breakfast was hot, gluten-free, dietary requirements, and the most important thing, it was a great cup of coffee. In summary, I'd highly recommend eating breakfast or evening meal on board.
Okay, so time to start with some breakfast. It looks a great selection up there. Got some apple juice as well. It's one of those mystery watered down machines still there. Better than yesterday at the Travel Lodge. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. Very nice and fresh. Maybe better watermelon, but it's still 9 out of 10. It's only watermelon, it's still very nice. The fruit's lovely, lovely and fresh, cold. Very welcoming. Okay folks, so just coming into port. A little foggy this morning, you can't see much yet. Boat or not, but there we are, and welcome to the port of Amsterdam. And nice to see already the coaches are there waiting to transfer us through into Amsterdam from Amsterdam. I might be able to take it right by the end of the trip. Lines just cast aside. We're coming in. Okay, so the gangway's just being raised into position. Ready to get us off the boat.
And that's it for this week's video. Make sure you join me for next week's episode, as I will be continuing with my journey with DFDS as I head into Amsterdam for a full day exploring. My day will be independent travelling, where I'll be taking a canal cruise, I'll be taking lunch in a lovely pub and trying some ales and wine. Make sure you're with me for the journey. Join us for the journey. It's Travel with the Dans.